here we go. We are live with another episode of Knights Table Media. Today we're talking football with Mr. Spike Adams and Devin Watson. What's going on, fellas?
What up?
How's it going, Connor?
There we go. It's going good. I'm excited to get back and chit chat, talk about football, talk about the upcoming season, talk about the summer. Obviously, we have two returning SVU football players here that got a lot of recognition in the USA South Conference last year with some awards and whatnot. And Mr. Watson throwing for, I think it was is it even 1,600 passing yards. That was good to see. And then Spike Adams leading the charge on the defensive side of the ball, almost 80 tackles on the year, a few pass deflections and whatnot, some fumbles. And so we're going to talk about the upcoming season. We'll start on the offensive side of the ball with Mr. Watson leading the charge with the offense. We'll go offense first here. So tell us about the summer. What are the troops looking like? How's it getting the team back on campus and whatnot?
Summer was great. A lot of dudes from Utah in this school, so I was able to get together with a lot of guys. And Spike was one of those. He came out a couple times when he
Yep,
could,
a couple
but
times. Not
it
enough
was
though.
fun. Yeah, not enough. But I mean, can you really get enough football? Um, it was fun, but it's good to be on campus now. I've loved the 2 weeks that we've had so far in camp. Great things to come. Um, Yeah, love our guys. Love the offense. Love Coach Murdoch. The system hasn't changed, so hoping to have better success with it this year.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Spike on the defensive side of the ball. Um, how was their off season? What was it like? Getting the troops ready for battle here coming here in a few weeks.
Yeah, off season was great. I had a couple of guys that are new here at SVU that are also from Utah. I'm from Utah, so I got to talk with a couple of them. Funny enough, actually, one of the linebackers is my next door neighbor, and
Okay.
so he got recruited, and so I was able to talk with him and hang out with him and train with him a little bit over the summer. But that Utah air, man, that thin air, that really preps you for this nice oxygen-rich southern air. You feel really good coming back down here. But off season was great. I feel a lot more confident now that I've been able to get to know some of these new guys coming in and some of the returners who have just the best attitudes and the best, they want the best for the team. So
Mhm.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
Perfect. Love it. And then, Devin, as you were mentioning, Coach Murdoch and the offensive system coming back. You guys kind of lit it up in the air last season. I think you guys were like third or fourth kind of in overall kind of passing yards in the conference. So talk about the scheme. What should, the fans and whatnot. No, don't give any of the future defenses, tips, obviously, but what should the
For
fans
sure.
expect from the Knights offense coming out in the 25 campaign?
Um, Same thing. Same thing as last year. I know we kind of got off to a slow start offensively, but picked it up towards the tail end and where was able to get that third mark. But um, we're looking to go fast and we're looking to move the ball in the air. We're hoping to get a first category in either rushing or passing. No bias, but I hope it's passing personally. Um, but yeah, we're looking to be even more dominant than we were towards the tail end of the season on the offensive side of the ball. And we got the guys to do it. We got some good receivers coming back, um, two returning running backs, and so they're great leaders. So I don't have to lead the entire offense. They can take care of their groups, and so we got the guys get it done.
Perfect. Love it. And then Spike on the defensive side, what's, maybe some keys or some adjustments that, as a, kind of one of the leaders on the defense that you're looking to bring here this fall?
Well, something that I love is we're getting a new defense, and we have our new defensive coordinator, Coach Ehorn, and he's awesome. He's been helping prep us since spring ball with his schemes and what we want to do to prepare for each offense. And something I love is how systematic it is. It's very cut and dry, and everything fits. And for me, just being able to go over those plays, knowing them really well, help out some of these guys who are coming into this brand new scheme, this defensive scheme, has been key for me. A lot of these guys are super willing to learn, and they're ready and they're hungry to know the defense well enough so they can move at full speed and not have to think. So I've been focusing on knowing everything about the defense inside and out so that I can focus on our opponent, coming these Saturdays.
Yeah, perfect. Love it. And then you both mentioned kind of being in Utah for parts of the summer, but as a, I don't know what the breakdown is, but a good amount of players on the team are from Arizona, California, Utah, Montana, some of these states, Idaho, that come out to Southern Virginia. So what's kind of that? What's that? It's because it's different, right? For a lot of the teams you guys play, they're all going to be centrally located in like Bridgewater, Virginia. They're all kind of from that area, but SVU kind of has a different taste to that. So what brought you? I'll kind of pose the same question. What brought you both to SVU? What was it like, the recruiting process? Kind of give the recruits or are going into their senior year in high school, kind of what that process looks like. Maybe a pitch to, why they would choose SVU.
Offense still going first?
Yeah, yeah. We'll stick with it. We'll stick with
All right.
O first. O first.
Um, Good question. Well, I think the recruiting process for me kind of rushed, but that was my fault. That wasn't anybody else's fault. Um, but I'm grateful for the quick communication from Coach Murdoch. They brought me out here last year. Um, so I guess one thing you can't expect is open communication, good communication. No BS in that department over here. Um, but man, the reason I'm staying, um, not only have I love the program, but I fell in love with the school. The school's fantastic. It's small, but I think I like small. It helps me grow in the classroom more. It helps me create better connections here. I get to know people better, including my professors, which helps me with my academic progress. I'm taking a tough route in terms of majors, but I know I can get it done with the help of my professors. Um, the coaches are one of the reasons why I've stayed as well. They have emphasized this culture that I embody, and I want to help build that here. And I think this year is a great year to start that building process. So just a couple of things. I hope I answered all the questions.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Nailed it. Yeah, yeah. Well done.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Devin. Like, SVU is incredible in a lot of ways, but like academically, it's a really special experience. Being able to chat face to face with your professors and have small classrooms and still get like really good education in those classes. It's awesome. And what's funny for me is my recruiting process is I was in the process of trying to walk onto a different school, and I stumbled across SVU. And I don't know, I've talked to a lot of students about this and a lot of athletes too. And I'm sure Devin feels, somewhat the same way. But there was something that kind of drew me here, and I wasn't really sure what it was. It felt like I feel like there's a spirit about this school. And when you come here and you come on campus, it's not just a beautiful campus, but the people are beautiful in their own way. Like the teachers, the people that live here, it's just an incredible feeling. And so I was originally recruited as a running back. I was actually on the same side of the ball as Devin when I first got here, and I've made a couple of position switches, but it ended up being linebacker that was for me and how I can help the team the most. So what you can expect if you're getting recruited by SVU is have an open mind, be willing to play anywhere on the ball, just be an athlete overall, and they will absolutely use the best athletes on the field. But I found, so many upsides that absolutely, overwhelm any downsides to coming. Even if you are far away from home, like Devin and I, it's well worth it.
Love it.
100%.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love the answers. Awesome to hear. And I think that is pretty similar to a lot of the athletes that end up staying there and players, right? I guess not just athletes, but people that attend SVU is kind of similar sentiments you two just pinpointed there. And as we hit off of some rapid fire questions, we'll still go offense first here, keep Devin on his toes. We'll go with a fan favorite question, favorite pregame ritual, or how you get ready for a game.
My pregame ritual kind of changes in terms of music. I know that's a big part of like everybody's ritual. All athletes have something, and music is usually somewhere along there. I think the biggest thing for me is my music changes, but everything else kind of stays the same. Like I just like to listen to something. I like to be dialed in. It's kind of weird. Like I don't like. people come into like my locker and like hyping me up and like slapping the shoulder pads. Like, um, I love that for some positions, but as a quarterback, like I've been taught to put an emphasis on staying level-headed all the time, and so
Right.
that's why sometimes my pregame music is rap. Sometimes it's some white girl pops. I've even thrown like some hype up like movie soundtracks in there. So it changes from week to week, and so that's probably the biggest, most interesting thing about my ritual.
Love it.
Yeah, for me, I actually agree with Devin. I don't really hype myself up very much at all. I actually have a really like super slow tempo and chill playlist. And it's kind of inspired by my grandpa. He's a very chill dude, but he played in the NFL. And so I like his music, and I like to listen to stuff that just kind of, brings your heart rate down. You just kind of chill out. And I do all my thinking before the game. I try and do a lot of it before the game so that I can run through to my mind. And then as soon as I get on the field, it's just all instincts. It's, all my training combined to just be reactionary so I can move at light speed, or as fast as I possibly can. So I actually agree with Dev. I listen to soundtracks, like movie soundtracks, like Gladiator. Love that stuff. Like
It's the first one I
Yes,
thought of when I heard
yes,
amazing.
that.
yes,
Yeah,
100%.
that is my jam.
I will recommend if you're an athlete looking for a song. I listened to the yesterday we had a scrimmage against WNL, and the song that was on repeat before we got to the school was the opening titles to the Modern Warfare 2 game
Yeah,
by Hans Zimmer. I know it's a
Yes,
weird shout out. I know it's a
anything
weird
Hans
one, but
Zimmer, man.
I'm telling you, like the strings just get me going for some reason. I don't know why, but they do.
that's the move. All right.
Heck yeah.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first to download all Hans Zimmer music and intros. I
Yes.
guess that's moving in. Would you rather win a big game at home or away? Either like hear the home fans cheering you on after a big win, or quiet the away stadium down because you won on someone else's home turf.
I think I would take the home win, because that means that SVU Stadium's packed. Nice stadium's packed. So, any chance to hear the fans is a good one. But a W in the books is good either way.
Yep, yep.
I gotta agree with Dev. I mean, a home win is just there's nothing better. I mean, that's like the dream. I
Yeah,
love it.
good call, good call. And then we got first game. What is that in? It's in a few weeks now. September 6th. That's the first home game I do believe right at Prentice at Knight Stadium. So you'll have the chance here in a few weeks to get after it. And then just wrapping up here, but is there a favorite pregame or postgame meal that you guys partake in before games or after games?
Our team meal is pretty solid. Home games we go with the classic pasta, but it's good. It's like chicken Alfredo, some red pasta. I never complain about that meal. Post game, a cookout shake.
Okay, shout out.
That would be my go-to. Specifically the banana pudding because they use real bananas and it's really good.
All right, shout out cookout.
Oh, yeah, cookout after a game is the obvious answer, I think. I mean, I go with the peanut butter banana shake, but banana
Still
nonetheless,
banana.
so I agree. But yeah, post game, cookout, absolutely. Pre game, the team does really good with that pasta. So
Actually, I will
I
say they
agree.
do really good with the road games too because they take us to some high-end spots sometimes. So sometimes on the road we're eating better than if we were at home.
There
True.
you go.
That is true, man.
Keep that in mind. And then as we wrap up here, maybe I guess they don't have to be your personal goals, but some goals you have for the upcoming season, some things you want to eclipse, whether it's touchdowns, whatever it is. Kind of give you the floor. Start up. We'll keep it rolling. We'll start with Devin here. So yeah.
Um, Another good question. I think um, I just want to have some personal success with completion percentage. I think as a quarterback, if you can have a high completion percentage to low turnover ratio, you're doing good things.
Hmm.
Um, and then if I do that, the touchdowns will come, the yards will come. So I'm not too worried about that one. And then the most important one is just the win the win in the win column. So as long as I do my part to check that box, I'm okay with whatever happens.
Yeah, for me, I mean, a lot of my goals, I mean, I set a lot of personal goals like before games and week by week, but as a defense, something I want to achieve, and I feel like our team is achieving, is just an eyes forward mentality. Like we're never looking back. We don't move backwards. We move forward as human beings. And that's what we're going to do on this team. That's what we're doing right now. Where we're going now is very different than where we've been. And I truly believe that if every game we have that mentality that like we're not the underdogs, as our coach put it, like we're here to compete. We are here to compete and win games. That it's going to happen, and that's how we're training, and that's how we're working day by day. And if by the end of this season we can see that manifest, those weeks of just eyes forward, doing the work, I will be able to hang my hat on this season, 100%.
Well said. Yeah, you got me ready to run through a brick wall here. But you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. You heard Mr. Spike Adams and Devin Watson. They're ready to rock and roll. They're dialed in, ready for a big year. And thanks you guys for sitting down. And best luck in the season. Can't wait to see how you guys continue to shape Knights football. And I'm looking forward to watch you guys and your success this year. So fans and friends and family, whoever's watching and listening, make sure to support, whether that's in person or via the streams or whatnot. And we'll be pumping these interviews out, and hopefully we'll get you guys on more often, maybe some weekly recaps or whatnot, monthly, and continue to showcase the athletes at SVU. So thanks again, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Appreciate it,
Thank you,
Connor.
Connor. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, you got it, fellas.